Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another episode of Basic Breakdown. I'm here in the filming studio at MJ headquarters with resident fat loss supplement fanatic Vince.
What's going on?
Vince, we have a brand new fat burner from a brand new Australian supplement company. The company is called Zombie Labs.
Yeah.
The fat burner is called Molotov.
It's very cool.
They've done well. Look, straight off the top, they've done well with the branding. They've done well with the name. It definitely grabs your attention.
It does, yeah.
With the little zombie with Molotov cocktails.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, let's take a deep dive into this all new fat burner. Let's see what's up.
Okay, so from the top, a serving size is 5 grams, and there's 40 serves per tub. So serving size 1 scoop. Really, that's all they have.
So it's not a 1-2. It's just a 1.
I mean, going through the ingredients, you could. It could be a little bit too strong at the 2 scoop, but I think it's been designed as a 1 scoop.
Okay, it's been designed as a 1 scoop, but you might want to take it twice a day.
Yeah, you could.
Possibly. Yeah. But 40 scoops, 40 serves per tub.
Yeah. So from the top, we have acetyl-L-carnitine in a 750 milligram dose.
Good start.
Which is your main fat metabolizer in here.
Yeah, it's going to help transport fat from fat cells into mitochondria where the fat can be used as a source of energy.
Yep.
And the acetyl chain of the acetyl-L-carnitine crosses the blood-brain barrier to help with mental focus.
It does. We then have caffeine anhydrous in a 225 milligram dose, which is mainly why I said it once. I mean, 450 is not that bad nowadays, so some people might take 2.
It's not good for me, Vince.
But yeah, it's not good for me either.
Yeah.
But 150 is good for me.
225 caffeine anhydrous, all right.
Yeah, so that's where my kind of 1 scoop comes from, because then it does have some synephrine in there as well, which is another stimulant similar to caffeine in a 30 milligram dose. We then have some hordenine in here as well, which amplifies stimulants and helps kind of prevent crash as well.
Okay, so we got some stims in here, man.
Yeah, I mean, they call it a high energy shred blend, so it's a high energy for sure.
Look, they come out the gate swinging.
Yeah.
The synephrine as well, you mentioned, was a stimulant, but also does boost metabolic output.
It does, yeah.
And does have a little thermogenic effect in there as well, so it's quite a cool fat loss ingredient. And the 30 milligram dose of that is the maximum that we can have in Australia.
100%.
So they're kind of maxed out per serve what they can do.
We then have L-tyrosine in a 750 milligram dose, which is really good for increasing feeling of well-being.
Yep.
So yeah, nice to see that in there. Alpha GPC, 50% in a 200 milligram dose. So not a bad dose for alpha GPC.
It's a bit on the low side, Vince.
It is low, but I mean, you see 150 sometimes, so not too bad in my opinion.
Yeah.
Would have been nice to kind of see 300 to 600.
Yeah, and that's a source of choline, of course, which converts to acetylcholine in the brain and helps with mental focus. So you've got some good pairing with the tyrosine and the alpha GPC when it comes to overall nootropic effect.
Yeah. We then have some Alpinia galanga. Rhizome in a 150 milligram dose, which is kind of related to ginger and turmeric. It pairs very well with caffeine to improve alertness and focus.
Okay.
It can help reduce the crash of caffeine as well.
So a little nootropic effect.
It is a little nootropic effect. Yeah.
Nice. Yep.
We then have some green tea, which is naturally occurring L-theanine, in a 100 milligram dose. Which is really going to help transmitting nerve impulses to the brain, but that paired with caffeine can provide a smooth, long-lasting energy feel as well.
Yeah, 100%. A little light on the dosage of theanine.
It is,
especially for 225 caffeine. I would have liked to see it at a similar amount, to be honest, about 200 milligrams.
Yeah.
But it is in there nonetheless.
And I can never pronounce this right, but phosphorylstilbene, is it?
Pterostilbene.
That's pterostilbene.
Yeah.
There you go, silent P.
It's returned. Pterostilbene was big there for a few years.
It was, yeah.
And pterostilbene caffeine, the combination,
So 20 milligrams in here, usually see about 50 to 150, so a little bit lower, but it is an antioxidant, can improve neurological function and help reduce oxidative stress as well, so a bit more of a nootropic-based effect as well.
Yeah, 100%.
And now another one, selenium tryptophan, which is mesmebrine.
Yeah, we'll roll with that.
I don't know how to say it, but
yeah, we'll roll with that.
15 milligrams, which is another kind of nootropic-based ingredient. It may improve mood, cognitive function, reaction time, processing time. So another nootropic-based ingredient in there as well. And then to top the kind of nootropic blend off,
like a mental focus supplement.
It is. We have Huperzia serrata, as in huperzine A in a 1% extract, and there's 0.3 milligrams of that. 1% is going to be 300 micrograms.
Yeah. That's a big dose, man.
It's a big dose.
It's a big dose of pupusine. I'm not even sure that that's balanced with the amount of choline in here.
I don't know. I mean,
because there's like a ratio you want to kind of hit, right? Because because the choline is going to boost acetylcholine in the brain, and then huperzine A buffers the enzyme that breaks down excess acetylcholine.
It does. Yeah.
So the more choline that you've got, the more huperzine A that you require to get the best effect. But if you don't have that much choline, which there's not really that much in here, and a massive dose of huperzine A, I don't know what that effect is.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we'll find out when we try it, I guess.
So we'll find out.
Yeah. It's good to see huperzine A in here with choline. I've seen some without choline.
Yeah, it is good. It is good. All right, we'll keep moving on.
We go to the thermogenic balance blend, which starts off with a gram of glycine, which I was a bit confused about, but there is some studies that say glycine may stimulate GLP-1 and glucagon release, which can help support liver, which is critical for kind of fatty acid metabolism.
Yes.
It can also improve insulin sensitivity as well.
Yeah.
So really it's about improving kind of lipid metabolism.
Yeah, it's a more holistic look at fat loss supplementation.
It is,
So I'm actually quite impressed to see glycine in here.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't think I've seen it in a fat loss supplement before.
No, I don't think so either. We then have some vitamin C, 80 milligrams, which everyone knows is very good for kind of repairing tissue. I mean, very good for immune system, functional for several different enzymes in the body as well. So good to see that in here as well. Apple cider vinegar, which don't really had its craze, but it's kind of died off a little bit. But it's in here in a 50 milligram dose, but may kind of assist with reducing blood sugar levels, lowering cholesterol and triglycerides as well.
You know what? I think apple cider vinegar had like its heyday and then died off.
Why's that?
Because it tastes horrible, man.
It does taste horrible.
Everyone did it for like a few months and I was like, I can't keep doing this shit.
I'm interested to try the powder. I haven't tried the powdered.
Yeah, so. Well, it'd be interesting to see, but I think everyone's got to the point where it's like, I don't care what the benefits are, I can't keep doing this shit.
Yeah.
All right, then we move into some vitamins.
Yeah, vitamin B3, niacin, which is effective at normalizing blood lipid levels, so it's going to help with cholesterol levels in there as well. Really, and that's the purpose of having the vitamin B3. It may have some production of kind of NAD+, so kind of brain health as well. But yeah,
good.
That's in here. We then have some GBB Go in a 15 milligram, which I'm not going to pronounce the full name because I can't, gamma
butyrobutane acid.
Something.
That's why we call it GBB.
Anyway, GBB helps increase GBB levels, which helps create more carnitine in the body. When your GBB levels go up, your body tries to counteract that by producing more L-carnitine.
Yeah, so some nice synergism with the first ingredient on the panel with acetyl-L-carnitine.
Yeah. We then have some vitamin B5 and vitamin B6. So vitamin B5, 3.5 milligrams, B6, 3.2 milligrams. Really, although they're kind of essential for different productions and kind of mechanisms that happen in the body, mainly energy production, natural energy production in here as well. Piperine, so black pepper, in here in a 2.5 milligram dose, which is going to aid with absorption of everything.
Yep.
Folic acid in a 40 microgram dose, and there is some studies that show vitamin B6 and folic acid may help support amino acid metabolism and recovery in there as well. And then it finishes off with 5 micrograms of chromium, which is going to help stabilize blood sugar levels.
Man, how many ingredients we got here?
There's a lot. I didn't even count them all.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, like 20 ingredients.
It's stacked, man. It's a big panel.
Just short of 20 ingredients.
It's a
massive panel.
Yeah.
Vince, what are your thoughts on this generally as a fat burner, as a fat loss supplement?
I'm interested to try it, although the stims, I mean, at 1 scoop are quite okay for me.
Yeah.
2 scoops, if you go for that dose, way too strong, and that's why I think it's a one scoop serve. Plus, there is a lot in here, especially on the nootropic side, to increase feeling of well-being and mental focus.
Yeah.
The thermogenic blend probably could have seen a little bit more carnitine in here for me personally. And there's kind of no grains of paradise that's been very popular in some fat burning supplements lately.
from a thermogenic perspective.
Yeah, nothing to change that watt to bat kind of conversion.
Yeah, look, I think they've done some things very good with this formula on paper, and like you said, I need to try it as well because I'm interested to see how it feels. But I think they've done some things really good when you consider kind of what you want out of a fat loss supplement, right? Yeah. And we can't kind of say like these are the boxes we need to tick for fat loss supplements because all of them are kind of different, right? And people look for different things in fat loss.
100%.
But I think definitely what they've done with this formula is the energy is going to be very good.
Yeah.
The nootropic effect is going to, good? I'm not sure. We'll have to try it.
try
But it's
it,
definitely
yeah.
going to be covered from both an elevation and mood and a mental focus
Yeah.
perspective. There's a lot of nootropic ingredients in here.
Yeah.
Then you kind of go, okay, well, there's some more holistic. You got your B vitamins, you got your glycine, so on and so forth in there. I think for me, you know, if we're going to kind of nitpick at where the holes are,
Yeah.
from a thermogenic perspective, there's not a whole lot going on.
No.
From a metabolic output perspective, there's not a whole lot going on. And then I think from an overarching hormonal perspective,
Yeah.
when we start talking about like cortisol control and controlling estrogen and you know all these hormones that play into fat loss, there's not a lot going on there as well.
No.
But there are some things going on with like stabilizing blood sugar and so you know they've done some things very good with this formula, and then they've kind of I guess pushed some things to the side to allow them to do those other things very good. But I think ultimately it's definitely unique.
Yeah,
you know,
no,
it's going to
for
be it's got my curiosity. That's for sure. I'm interested
100%.
to give it a try.
Yeah, me too.
Where are we at, Vince, in terms of flavors, price, and availability?
So 3 flavors at the moment, which is a possessed pine mango, a raspberry ripper, and a wicked watermelon candy.
Okay.
So 3 flavors.
Yeah, so all fruit-based flavors.
Yep.
And I guess kind of towards
Well, raspberry ripper, I think, is kind of lolly.
Yeah, well, I was going to say towards like the candy.
Candy,
You know,
yeah.
the watermelon is a candy-based flavor. Raspberry Ripper is Redskins.
Redskins,
It's what
yeah.
we used to call Redskins before everyone got all politically correct and shit.
Yeah.
And the first one was pine lime, pine orange?
Pine mango.
Pine
So
mango.
fruit-based.
Okay,
yeah.
so fruit-based but sweet fruit.
It is possessed, so who knows?
Well,
Who knows where it's going?
I guess we'll find out. Where are we at in terms of price?
Price is $69.95 for your 40 scoops with $1.75 per serve.
Okay. That's actually really good value for
Really
money.
good amount, yeah.
I'm just trying to think about what else is on the market at 40 scoops and 40 serves at that price point. I don't think
much.
I can think of anything.
No.
So very good from a value for money perspective and availability.
Available now.
Right now. It's shred season.
It is.
At the recording of this video.
Yeah.
So perfect timing. Vince, anything else you'd like to add?
That's it.
Guys, hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to the MJ Fitness YouTube channel. Don't forget to turn your post notifications on your mobile, your cell phone, your desktop PC, your smart TV, and whatever other device you're watching this video on, so you don't miss a beat when it comes to all of these new basic breakdowns we've got here on the channel. Guys, that is Basic Breakdown on the all-new Zombie Labs Molotov Fat Burner. Until next time, where we coming to and from, Vince.
MassiveJoes.com.
Stay